Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I just need to make a few more things to do some more mystery junk journal packs in my shop on my website. So I've got here a bunch of mass-made items that I thought we could just come along and decorate a few because, yeah, between my last lots of the mystery junk journal packs and some junk journals that I've made recently, I'm not saying I'm running out of stuff. I mean, if you looked and saw through my ready-made ephemera, you'd think, who's she kidding? She's got tons of stuff there. But I go into panic mode if my supplies get too low. So I wanted to just come along and, you know, replenish some of my supplies. You know, whether then they go into the mystery junk journal packs, whether they go into journals that I'm making, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I want to just have a bunch of ready decorated and ready-made things. So I've got some clusters from one of my cluster books, which I've just torn out from the book. These are largely unfinished. I haven't even put kind of like bling and things like that on a lot of these. Some of them do have, but you know, a lot of them don't. But I thought that I would just kind of come along and yeah, just kind of finish off some of these, you know, pieces so that I've got them ready to use. So I'm just going to line up some bits that are going to, you know, hopefully complement some of my items here. And then obviously, you know, once I've picked clusters to go onto them, then obviously they're going to hopefully be quite quick to actually decorate and bring them together. Like I say, these are, you know, generally kind of mass-made items. Sorry, I've now got suddenly a frog in my throat. Mass-made items that we've either made, you know, on film together or have made in a mass-making session, sort of style session, you know, on my own. But they're now ready for just decorating and using. So it makes them very, very quick and easy to obviously, you know, to bring them together and, yeah, finish them off really. So let's just have a look through, see what we've got here that's going to look good. And this is where I discovered that actually I haven't really got anything that's going to complement these. But, oh, hopefully in amongst all of this stuff we've got, you know, got some that will go with something. So... okay, and some of these are going to be, you know, bigger than others. Again, obviously, because these have been made on the cluster book, it's, you know, then kind of personal preference, or not necessarily personal preference, but you've got like the large background where it's been put on the base of the cluster book. But you could then get rid of that and make it a much smaller cluster, you know, so it gives you quite a good sort of option or range of options as to, you know, how big or small you want your cluster. So, you know, that's another quite good bonus of making them in the cluster book is, you know, you've then got the ability to have either pretty small clusters, you know, by tearing off all of your background paper and sort of using it more like a base, or, you know, keeping it on, and then obviously you've got sort of much bigger pieces to play with. So, and that's quite pretty on there. So, yeah. Okay, so maybe we were just, you know, a bit wobbly at the beginning. I thought, oh no, now I've not really got anything that's going to go with anything, which, how irritating would that have been if actually then when I come to make them I've got nothing that goes. I don't know whether I'm likely to have anything that's going to go with this. Let's just see. Well, that's not going to be too bad actually. Let's just try this. This is one of those lovely vellum, reinforced vellum pockets. I think this was inspired by Wendy's Journal Adventure, and I think we did this as one of the extra time mass making, you know, that 10 weeks kind of extra time season that we did. I think that was one that we did in that. Yeah. Okay. I must say, I really do love it, you know, when I've just got all these ready-made bits, because, you know, it's quite good fun. And often then you put the most unexpected things with the most unexpected things, if that makes sense. You know, when you make things, I sometimes sort of feel a bit like in your mind, you imagine them being, you know, put on a certain type of item. And then when you sort of do like a, say, mass decorating session like what we're doing here, I think it's, you know, it's super fun because often things end up going on completely different types of items to what you would have originally expected when you made them. So yeah, I love the sort of fun aspect of randomness that you get by having mass-made items with mass-made clusters, and then, you know, just let it drive itself. It's like, oh, you know, what unexpected results that you get, which, you know, that's just really exciting, isn't it? Because sometimes, I don't know about you guys, if I'm kind of like picking things like as I go, if that makes sense, everything is quite matchy. I find this is easier for me to get a more eclectic style because I'm very drawn to, you know, to matchy as a style. So for me, I find that a struggle to, you know, to be more free, be more, you know, eclectic in sort of how I end up. Oh my goodness, look at that. You know, what I end up with. So for me personally, this is quite a good way to get me not out of the matchy thing, because, you know, I do try and still then get them quite matchy, but definitely kind of have a more eclectic sort of range of things to what I maybe would have had, you know, if I were making to go with the things I've made, if that makes sense. So that was very waffly. I hope that made sense to somebody, because even to my own ears it was not really making a lot of sense, but yeah, hopefully it sort of came across in some way, making sense to somebody. So okay, I mean, that's quite blendy on there, so not sure. I mean, we can always change these up when we come to actually sort of make them, but just put them on. That's maybe quite nice, so let's leave that on there. Right, just got a couple more here. And like I say, I mean, these haven't really even been finished off, you know, on the whole. Some have, but yeah, a lot of them haven't. So we'll kind of finish them off as we go, you know, which will be even more fun. Right, let's leave these two, because we've probably got quite a lot. I'm being quite ambitious, thinking we're going to get all these done, which actually I've also got these little side strip ones, which I'd forgotten about for a moment. So yeah, I don't know whether, oh my goodness, aren't these lovely on here? Quite like that on there. This needs trimming down and everything, so yeah, it's very unfinished. Right. Right. Okay, well, I mean, to be honest, we have got a lot here, you know, that we've already got. Oh my goodness, look at that on there. Love that. Right, okay, let's put these to one side and just see how we get on. I mean, to be honest, we probably won't get half of these finished, but let's give them a try. So let's get rid of all of these little bits of paper from the side. Okay, oops, pop them away in the bin. Right, so this one, obviously incorporating the green and the brown, so feel like, yeah, definitely need to ink this up, which, what on earth, where has my ink gone? Oh, there, yeah. I knew it was here, but it had just slid down to the back of the table. Right, so let's ink this pocket up. This is just my, I think this is my pale damask papers. I mean, I use these all the time. They're very versatile papers. So yeah, they're really a good kind of staple item. I mean, hopefully that's how most of the collection background papers are. You know, they're like good staples to just have, to be able to use, you know, with pretty much anything and everything. But yeah, especially for me, I really like the damask ones, and I do really use them a lot. So I also really love the documents, but they're much more recent collection for me. Right, loving that. Now I've got some of my fairy tale words, and again, you know, I've just grabbed things that were laying around on my desk because I thought, let's try and get some stuff off of laying on my desk. Let's try and get it used up. So I'm not saying that this is going to quite go, but just see. Okay, so that's when the clock strikes 12. I'm kind of thinking maybe quite cute with this. And then let's just see what lace trim I've got. Oops, not in there, that's for sure. Okay, got some crochet trim here. I love the crochet style lace, it's very pretty. Maybe something like that. Now I'm just wondering about up here. I don't know whether I like this or not, that fairy tale word. Let me just have a look here. I've got some, this is just from my perfume collection papers. Might prefer something like this there. Who knows, might prefer to just leave that top blank altogether. But yeah, let's just try this. Oh my goodness, I'm really chilly now. I mean, it's probably not that cold by most people's standards, but yeah, I just really feel the cold. Right, let's have that on there. Just sort of breaks it up and, you know, adds a bit more interest, doesn't it? To have a bit more paper. You know, a bit more, yeah, a bit more decorative kind of pattern papers rather than just all the same. Don't know whether I'm loving that huge crochet lace. It's not overly delicate. Let's just see what else I've got. I've got some of this. I use this lace really often. It's just one of those that looks, you know, very pretty with a lot of things. Let me just try this. Just going to cut the curvy wavy section off. Okay. Like that. Oh, that's gorgeous on there, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. So, yep, just going to glue that down with my tacky glue. Okay. And again, you know, that's quite an unexpected lace, isn't it? To look good on this pocket, but it does work. You know, for some reason, that just looks gorgeous on there, doesn't it? And then this is one of those gorgeous perfume clusters, which we did these on my launch video of the perfume, you know, bottles and things. So I can't tell you how much I am loving these. I've used them so many times in so many different things. They're just going to be like, yeah, one of my favourite go-tos, I think. Like time and time again. I can just picture myself using them all the time. Love, love, love them so much. So yeah, just put that kind of over to the side. My goodness, how gorgeous does that look? And then just to keep it down, I'm just going to pop some hot glue on here. I mean, I'm not saying it really needed it, but just, you know, otherwise that whole section, oops, sorry, got glue there. That whole section wasn't really kind of fixed down too much. So just snip out the lace from the side. My goodness, isn't that such a scrumptious pocket? Now, do we want any bling or anything like that? Got these gorgeous flowers. I'm using these all the time as well at the moment. They're like one of my favorite things to make, use. Yeah, they're looking like lovely on everything. I've got just a little bit of black bling here. We'll just try this. Oops. No, I think I'm preferring the, oops. I think I'm preferring this, am I? Now I've moved it, I'm like, oh, was I preferring that or not? Just going to also pop a little bit of glue here. Because that was literally held together with a staple. So yeah, the glue is just a bit of a helping hand. Should we go with the black bling? Yeah. Okay. That's that. Looking gorgeous. So that's one pocket done already. I mean, how fast was that? Okay. Maybe we will be lucky and get through quite a few of these. Who knows? But let's go for this one. Okie dokie. Okay. Oops. Right. Let's ink this up a bit. So this is my clocks collection papers, which again, they're another sort of, you know, staple kind of like item. And like I say, I mean, that's hopefully the, you know, the intention with the collection papers is that they're just, you know, a sort of can mix and match with most things or a lot of things. So yeah, hopefully if you've purchased any, that's what you're finding as well. Right, let's just see about this crochet lace. Might be too thick. Oh, that's quite nice actually. I'm just going to cut this down because otherwise it's running the wrong way to be able to turn it around. Just see if we prefer it on that. Oh, I don't know now. Oh, well, we could even have. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? I wonder if we have like top and bottom. Oh, that is quite nice. Now I'm just wondering because I've just got that little tiny bit of blue there. I don't know whether this will be too blue, but if I ink it up, it might just bring the blue out from that background paper. And that image, that's from my little Victorian Beauties. And that is from the William Morris collection. So yeah, it's a blue kind of base paper, but I think that one had been coffee dyed and obviously inked and things. So it's very muted, but I'm just wondering if I use a blue butterfly, whether it would, you know, bring the blue out a bit. Oh, that's really blue, isn't it? Yeah. Oh dear, might have to change my mind on this. Right, I'm going to try a couple of other butterflies. I will ink them, see whether I can tone them right down, but we'll just try these. I mean, how ridiculous is this? Do you know what I'm doing? Trying to hoard the butterflies. This one, don't want to ink it because I don't want to ruin it. I mean, what is wrong with me? That is like crazy, crazy, crazy stuff, isn't it? Don't want to ink it in case I ruin it. What is that about? I don't know. I don't think I'm alone, but I don't know what it's about or what it's about. Yeah, definitely not alone, because I do get lots of you know, comments saying I'm so like you. I get exactly where you're coming from, but yeah, why do we do that? I mean, you know, these are printables. We can just print more, you know, but for some reason, don't know whether it's because like you've spent the time cutting it out, so then it's like, oh, I've spent the time cutting that out, I don't want to spoil it. And for heaven's sake, it didn't really take very long to cut it out, did it? It was just like a couple of seconds, so oh, who knows. Right, so I'm thinking maybe this, that looks quite pretty. What do we think? I do need to ink that, so yeah, again, must not now try and hoard this butterfly thinking, oh, I don't want to ruin it. No, let's now actually ink it up. Now, what did I do with my blendy tool? Uh-oh. Honestly, it was here just that second because I just used it to ink the pocket. Did it drop on the floor? Can't see it down there. Oh, I wish I was live and you guys could be shouting at me saying, oh, it's behind you, you know, like a pantomime. I mean, if it is behind me, who knows, maybe it's not, but yeah. Let's just cut this lace down. Okay. So yeah, like that. Now, let me get a different blendy tool, as I've now lost that one. Oh, right. Okay. Just like this. Yeah, that's quite pretty, isn't it? So yeah. Right, let's glue this down. So this is one of those chunky clusters, which is kind of fun, isn't it? So yeah, quite like the chunky clusters. They're a little bit more tricky to use, I find, than the you know, the standard sort of shaped clusters, but mainly because I feel they need to go on a, you know, lengthways piece. They can't really go on a sort of short stubby landscape piece, because they'd just look really weird, you know. That would just kind of look really off, wouldn't it? But yeah, they just need to go on a lengthways piece and then they look fine. So let's just snip this out here like that. Okay, like that. And then yeah, the butterfly maybe like even here on the bottom. Right, again, let's have a look and see. I'm scraping the barrel now for my bling, which, what's that about? Can't really just have a 2 on that great big butterfly's body, can I? That's really weird. Now, do I have bling in my little bag beside me? Oops, let me just have a look. Hang on. Come on, have some bling in here, for goodness sake. Yay, I have, yeah. I thought it was, but you know, kind of, I didn't want to just assume, because yeah, I would have been gutted if I hadn't. Right. Let's just check. So we could have bling, oops, bling here on the lace. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah. What about? Just going to glue this down. Okay. It's a long bit of bling there, wasn't it? Okay. Yeah. And then just the butterfly here, like that. Gorgeous. Right, yummy, yummy. Okay, next one. I'm just doing these as I pick them up. I'm not kind of, or well, I'm trying at this point in time not to get bogged down with, you know, picking certain ones or anything like that. I'm just trying to go with the flow, you know, pick up in order of as I find them. So yeah, I think around here. Now I'm not 100% sure of this one, because obviously, you know, we've got the pink cluster on the blue background paper, so there's nothing pink on the, you know, the pocket itself. So to be honest, I'm not 100% sure that this is the right cluster, but let's see how it looks. I mean, it does look quite pretty. I have just got this one here actually. Let's just try this, see if this might be better. Oh, I think that is better actually. Yeah, I think that's a bit better, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at, is that too heavy? Oh, I wonder whether I might be able to have a bit of navy blue. Just pick up the, you know, the navy blue from the flower. About like that. It's quite pretty, isn't it? And then I wonder whether put that there for a minute. Oops. Just wondering whether I want to have anything kind of in the background, you know, some paper coming out from here. I'm not sure. Nope. Nope. Just having a bit of a rummage around if I've got anything else. Oops. What's this one? What do you think to that? That one might go, mightn't it? Should we try this? Honestly, the decorating is always my favourite part. So, yeah. You know, the making, obviously, that's kind of, you know, the mass making, say, you know, that's for just getting the basics down, isn't it? So, you know, making your base pieces, you know, I'm not saying it's not fun, but it's not fun from a, you know, when you look back and you go, oh, look what I've made. I mean, you do feel that good feeling of satisfaction when you've made quite a bunch of things. You think, oh, that's awesome. You know, I've made all those bits. But I mean, it's not fun from a point of view, you know, they all look kind of similar because they're not decorated. The fun part, you know, for me anyway, comes, you know, once I'm going to be using them and decorating them. So, yeah. You know, I'm much preferring kind of this part to the making of them. That's gorgeous, isn't it? So, right, don't want to overdo the glue because that lace is very it's very fine. So I don't want to kind of have too much glue on there. So I'm just going to try and fill in a couple of the filled in parts of the lace. So just, you know, a couple of blobs of glue there and the more filled in bits of the lace. There we go. Press that down. Okay, and then this here. Right, I'm going to, I think, just hot glue this down. Again, just for speed. Okay, like that. Okie dokie, like that. And then my other colour, I'm just going to put at the top. I'm just going to check that I couldn't have the crochet. I think that's too heavy. Just check. Don't know actually. I wonder if I have it like that, but cut off that sort of thicker part of the lace. So let's move that up like that. Let's just take this down, just so it's not so chunky. What do we think like that? That's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, quite like that. And then the blue butterfly. Got a darkish label. Perhaps we could have that there. It's just kind of giving it some atmosphere from, you know, the blue, the dark blue. It's just tying it in, isn't it? So, yeah. Let's have that. So that's just one of my labels from the labels set 1, I think it is. Pop that there, like that. Okay. Right, do we prefer the butterfly up the top or do we prefer the butterfly down here? I mean, weirdly, I quite like it both places. Just going to take some bling because everything looks better with bling. Okay. Let's just take that down. I think the bling needs to go at the top, do we think? Oh, maybe on the bottom. So yeah, let's go for that. Plus that's going to help also keep that very fine lace down. So pop that there. And then this butterfly, I still can't decide. I think probably it needs to go down the bottom. I think it's a bit too cluttered to have it on the top. That was quite tough to decide, wasn't it? I know that sounds kind of ridiculous to anybody who's not a junk journaler, but yeah, it was not that easy to decide on that one. Let's just see if we want to have a bit of bling on here. Oh, it might just be a bit too much bling. What do we think? Had a bit with just 2 just now, and now I can't see it anywhere. That's typical, isn't it? Oh, who knows where that's gone. Right, okay. Oh, there it is, look. Oh yeah, we can get away with that. Again, just by being the right length, you know, bling for the size of the butterfly, it just makes all the difference, doesn't it? Oh, I wonder if we want the bow up there. I mean, I do feel like that's becoming quite fussy, but actually I'm quite liking it. Quite liking it fussy. Let's put that down there. Okay. Love that one. Gorgeous. Right, okay. Let's bring in this one. So this one I was not too sure whether we had the right cluster anyway for this one. So, you know, we're already starting at a, ooh, shall we, shan't we, have that one. Let's ink around this. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, I mean, even, you know, whether I put these as the mystery junk journal packs pieces, or whether I keep them for my own, you know, journals that I make, you know, is irrelevant really, because to be honest, you know, however you, or, you know, whichever sort of you use them for, it really is just so handy to have things ready made like this. You know, they are literally, yeah, just completely a game changer, you know, for making journals. Now, I'm thinking, should we tone this down by having some ivory? So, for example, like that. I wonder whether we'd be better off having this sideways. I wonder whether this is going to fit on a page. Just checking, because I've got sort of a semi sort of page there. So, yeah, this is like a ring bound, you know, what would be the base for a ring bound journal. So, oh, it's a bit wide. It's a bit wide, which is a bit of a shame. So I think we're better off having it this way up. Just see. Yeah. Well, that's a shame, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Let's just take these bits out. Okay. Again, I've got that blue lace here. Yeah, it's all drizzly and awful outside. You know, the cars are kind of noisy today, you know, from all that kind of wet road that they're going through. It's, yeah, not very nice out there. Chilly and not nice. Wonder. Let's just see. I mean, yeah, again, I'm not convinced that this is the right cluster for this, if I'm truthful. let's try bringing in more of the bluey green onto it. So okie dokie. Okay. Just ink this one up. Oh, that's quite pretty. Straight away, by just having something else, this kind of background, bluey greeny colour, it's, you know, it's making it work, isn't it? It was needing something else, that sort of colour, to bring it in. Now, my fairy tale words, I'm thinking there is one about shoes. Maybe I should fit this shoe. No, right. I can't decide on the lace. I don't think I've got the right lace there. Let's just have a quick look. Oh. This might not work either, actually. I think it's really the right colour pink, but... not really the right colour, is it, to be honest? Oh, that's a shame. Right, okay. Got some other blue. This is much sort of heavier blue. No. Can you believe it? I just can't find the right lace for this. What's going on? Weird, isn't it? Let's try this bluey greeny colour. I mean, this bluey green, it's kind of better to either staple it or on clusters, because as you can see, it's very, you know, it's just net kind of thing. So it's quite hard to actually use it. You know, if gluing it down, it's obviously, you know, it's very holy. So yeah, that looks rather pretty, doesn't it? So I'm going to have to staple this on now. Right. I don't want it too wide, if you see what I mean. So I'm going to have to staple it. I was going to say there, but that's going to be right in the pocket, isn't it? Well, I mean, if it is, it is. It's just going to mean that the pocket's much shallower than it would have been. But I think that's fine. It's still going to be big enough. So, oh my goodness. Come on. One. Okay. Two. Like that. Okay. Like that. Okie dokie. Oops. Oh, I've not done a good job of stapling this at all, but oh, come on. Do I want one more? Could just have one more staple here, I guess. Like there. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm really not making a good job of this, so please don't. Please don't do things how I'm doing it. I'm just, yeah, all fingers and thumbs and just, yeah, very clumsy how I'm doing it. Right, so we could have this here, and then if the shoe, oh no, the you should go to the ball, yeah, not if the shoe fits. And then this over here. I'm just thinking, do we want something else down here? Or perhaps we should have this further over. Yeah, I'm going to put it over here. So that will also help to squish that lace down a bit more. So like that, over here, like that. Okay, looking gorgeous. Right, then here you should go to the ball, just have that up there. Okay, so pretty. And then yeah, the butterfly, it's just literally bringing that blue green colour in, isn't it? You know, perfect, because without that I wasn't quite sure that that was the right cluster for this, but strangely enough that butterfly instantly has, you know, has tied it all together, hasn't it? So yeah, it definitely kind of needed something else blue green, and that just was the perfect thing. So let's just see if we want to have any bling. Whoops, and the bling's going to be hard to glue down across here, but I do always like a bit of bling. So would we want it there? Could have it here. I mean, we don't have to have it as big as that, obviously, but oops. I used to really just do just like a row of 3. I seem to have got bigger and bigger with my bling. I mean, my pieces generally, I think, have probably grown in size, but yeah, now I've only just really kind of thought about it. I think even my bling has now grown in size as well, which is weird, isn't it? Right, do we want it like that maybe? Yeah. So just pop that down like that. Okay. And then for the butterfly up there, do we need that? It's maybe a little bit too much, but we can maybe have that there. We have it on there, just keeping that blingy, you know, blingy fairy tale-ish type theme going with that. So looks very, very pretty, doesn't it? So that's that one. Okay, next one, we've got this gorgeous pocket here. This is some of my butterfly background collection papers, and yeah, obviously this is just a little pocket, and then again another cluster there made with my perfume bottles. Isn't that just so gorgeous on there? Absolutely love how that looks. That's so pretty, isn't it? Now the question is, what lace is going to complement this? Feeling like we need something blue down here. I don't know whether I'm going to have anything quite the right colour. Oh, it's really annoying because I'm just thinking in my bright butterflies, I've got a butterfly that probably would have been just the right colour, but I don't have any of those printed off. Oh, hang on, I suddenly remembered I saw earlier. Oh, look. Yeah, floating around on my desk. I'd seen this earlier. That's perfect colour, isn't it? Oh, that's just going to tie that right in. Like that. Again, not sure that that's the right lace for this. Let's just try this one. And this lace is a funny one, isn't it? It's you know, I don't know what colour to describe it. Sort of like a flesh type colour, sort of nude maybe you'd describe it. But it sort of works with a lot of stuff. You know, oddly, it does work with a lot of stuff. Got some other crochet lace here which isn't quite so heavy, so I'm thinking maybe this would work. I think you do need the lace to break it up, you know, between the two, like, you know, the bottom of the pocket and the top. Oh, maybe like that. So we'll just have like the lace at the top and the bottom. So let's just pop the lace down here and then here as well. Okay, like like that. Okay. And then at the top. There we go. Okay, right, just trim that down. So there and here. Okay. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look so pretty? Oh, I just love how that looks. Again, you know, I'm a very big pink and green fan. So for me, the pink and the green together is like, wow, dream come true for me. I'm not saying that that's going to be, you know, quite so appealing for everybody. But yeah, for me, I love pink and green. Thinking maybe just that flower over here, like that. Oh my goodness. Do we want any bling? I don't really think it needs it, but let's just try it just in case. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, again, it's a lot, isn't it, to be having the bling as well, but you know, I think it probably could take it. Weirdly, I prefer it down here, I think, to up the top. Oh, do you know, I'm going to leave it. Yeah, I think we could have too much on there. I'm just going to see if I've got any kind of label or anything that we could have at the top, because I feel like maybe it just needs something up the top as well. Okay. Yeah, I quite like that. And the reason why I quite like it is, for me, I think it just breaks up the top, you know, from being all pink to, it's just toned it down slightly. It's brought in a bit of the ivory, which is obviously, you know, similar to what we've used with the lace, and it just, you know, tones it all down really a bit. So yeah, I think it works quite well. Right, we've got this one here. Isn't this gorgeous? So yeah, love this one. So again, just ink that up a bit. Okay, ink up the pocket. I love when you decorate and they just look so unexpected. You know, when you set out decorating, you can't necessarily tell how they're going to look, you know, what direction they're going to take. And I just love, you know, seeing then how they transform before your eyes. You know, it's like, whoa, look at how that's looked, or look at how that's turned out. You know, it's really fun. I've just got this little ruffle here. Again, just when I leaned round behind me, it was kind of there, and I thought, should we just try this? Because I mean, it's quite similar colours to this little cluster, isn't it? So I'm kind of thinking perhaps that's quite sweet on there. Oh, what have I done with my labels? I printed some labels the other day, and now I've no idea what's happened to them, but they are not here. That's all I need to know. They're not here. Who knows what I did with them? Oh, there's one. No, not quite right. Did I like any of these? No. Maybe that one. Probably could do with a greenish, what do you call it? Butterfly. Just got a few things here. Oh, look, that's that butterfly that I said about. I can't even remember now what I was going to use that on. I might have a look back through in a minute, just in case I think, oh, I did need it, you know. Just got this label. Oh, it's too bright, isn't it? Too green. Yeah. to blue. Oh, this is just like the Goldilocks. I nearly said Ladylocks, and I thought that doesn't sound right. Ladylocks. Right, definitely not that butterfly there. That's just awful. Oh, I've got this part of a flower which, yeah, it was I can't even think now what it was on, but anyway, it just partially part of it. Right, let's just see, because I've got some green butterflies here, just in case one of these is likely to work. Oh, oh, one or two might work actually. Right, let's just see. That one. I mean, to be honest, I had low hopes, but actually now I'm thinking this might work. So weird. I'm feeling really hungry today. Don't know why. Had my breakfast and it's only about 12 o'clock, which I know that's kind of lunchtime for a lot of people, but I generally try and have my lunch about sort of 2, half 2, sometimes even 3. So this is like really early for me to be already feeling sort of peckish for lunch. Like, what is going on? And no rhyme or reason. Why am I feeling hungry? I have no idea. No idea. Right. Loving how that looks. Very, very pretty. So I'm going to put this lace down here, because definitely that's pretty, isn't it? It looks like a good sort of, you know, like it breaks it up, doesn't it? The expanse of colour. So pop that down there. Let's get rid of this. Snip this out. Okay, right. I'm not sure about the purple flower, if I'm truthful, so we may or may not have the purple flower. Let's just do the label. Again, not 100% sure about the label, but I'm just putting it here for the minute. I do love the ruffle. I think that looks very cute. So yeah, I think, do we want it top and bottom? Yeah, let's go for that. So top and bottom. So again, just going to hot glue that down. That's just a speed thing really, and you know, obviously the ruffle is sort of bulky-ish, so I just want to make sure it's glued on there properly. And then here at the top, oops, like that. Okay, so we just then pop that down there like that. Oops, what's going on there with my glue? Okay, right. Just then glue that down. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Oh, look at what I've done with that ruffle in the corner. Looks weird, doesn't it? Oh, don't know what's going on with that. Oops, I think that's my son just got home. Right. So that looks lovely. And then, yeah, we're going to have the cluster here. So I'm thinking the label looks pretty. And then do we want the purple flower? I mean, I don't know really whether the flower sort of adds much to it, but it, you know, it certainly doesn't hurt to have it, does it? So yeah, just try it down there, and then just, oops, just pop that there like that. Oh, I'm going to have it clustered down the bottom, so we've got like, yeah, cluster of items down the bottom. Now I'm just going to hot glue this again. Now I'm hot gluing this just because I want it to stick really well on top of the lace, if that makes sense. So you know, if I were just gluing that onto paper, I would obviously have just glued it with normal wet glue. But because it was going across the paper and the lace, I just wanted to ensure that it's going to be, you know, properly stuck down. So like that, and then the butterfly. Yeah, I like that sort of appearance of everything bunched up there. I don't know about you guys, but I just think that works really well as a look, to have things kind of like bunched up together rather than all spread all over the place. So we could have it like that, or we could have the purple flower. Right, do we want that flower? I can't decide. I mean, I don't think it really needs it, if I'm truthful. So yeah, I might just leave it off. So that's that one. Right, have we got time for one or two more? I'm not sure how long we've been filming for, but yeah, let's go for this one. And yeah, let's just see. Because this has got quite a bit of sort of, I don't know what colour you'd call that really, but you know, this is a similar colour. So it's just tying it in and bringing it all in together. Now, I thought I had a blue label, but perhaps I've used that somewhere. That's annoying. Yeah, that's annoying. Again, I'm now like, oh, is that the right cluster for this? I don't know. Oh dear. Sometimes, you know, as soon as you put things down, you're like, yep. And then just sometimes it's like, not sure. Oh, I'm not sure now. Let's just see. I mean, is that lace too heavy at first? Again, at first I thought, yeah, definitely, that looks great. And now I'm like, oh, maybe that's not so great. Let's put that there. Let's try this butterfly, because maybe this one's too much, you know, too blue, too solid. So let's try this one. Okay. Like that. Okie dokie. Well, I think we're doing quite well. I'm not sure how many we have done, but looking at the pile left to do, they don't look like there's that many left, which when I pulled them out, I thought, oh, we won't get through half of those. You know, it felt really over ambitious, but yeah, I think we've done all right. You know, even if I finish now, I feel like I have made quite a good start. So yeah, I mean, I do need to make quite a bit of stuff, to be honest. You know, so I have got a lot more to do, but I think this is not a bad start. So, and you know, share in the chat below. Are you making along with me? Are you doing some decorating of your mass made stuff? Or perhaps you've already decorated your mass made stuff. Do you decorate your mass make, you know, your mass made items? Do you decorate them as you go? Or like me, do you kind of keep them until either do like a bulk decorating session like we're doing here, or decorate them, you know, as per project as you come to use them? Okay. Yeah, I mean, that looks lovely, doesn't it? So again, going to glue this on with the hot glue because it's going over the lace. So, you know, it's just a quick and easy thing to ensure that it's glued down properly. Now, I have got this pink label, which I'm thinking maybe goes with that. So let's just see. Just going to... Okay. Oops. What do we think to that? I think that's quite nice. Yeah. Or maybe there. No, I think lower down, funnily enough. Like that, okay. Right, let's pop the bling down. Like that. Oops. Okay. Right, do we like the butterfly over there, or do we want it all on here? I think actually all on here. As I just kind of put it there, and it almost just, you know, dropped here. But didn't that look scrumptious? Just, you know, where it landed. Yeah, love that. Right, okay. So this was that one that I said I wasn't really too sure about. It's the vellum pocket. And actually, I wish that I had watched my original video where I made some of these, because I feel a little bit, yeah, unsure, I suppose, of how to actually kind of decorate this, I think. Vellum is sometimes a bit tricky to work with, and, you know, sometimes it can, yeah, just sort of shrivel up. The paper can shrivel up on it and things like that. So it's just working out quite how to do this. So it's just putting in some, oh no, probably not. No. Right, that's that one. Okay, let's just see. Oh, got the other part of that label, which is, I mean, it's just awesome if you can use up, you know, something that you've used on another piece, then that's great, isn't it? So like that, and then just wondering whether we might have something else on here. So I've got just this little piece here. Let's just take this down. I'm not saying that this is going to go, but let's just try it. That's quite nice, isn't it? So let's just ink this up. And then I'll probably put a butterfly on this as well. Oops. Oh, I hope I haven't picked the wrong paper to use on here, but right. Okay. Well, to be fair, it's really the vellum that puckers, I suppose, not the paper you're sticking on it. So yeah, I might just be waffling and talking about rubbish anyway, but okay. So yeah, let's have that like that. Pop this, oops, sorry, got hot glue threads stuck on there now. Pop this one down like that, and yeah, like that. Okay. Okay, right, let's pop this down. Oh no, look what I've done. Totally forgot that I wanted to cover this bit here up. I don't know quite what happened there, but I just totally forgot. Okay, so we could have like a little bow or something on there. Oops, could have maybe a little flower or something. Oh, perhaps we'll do that, because that bow up there just ties in that colour, doesn't it? So yeah, liking, you know, the tying in of the colour. Let's pop this blingy gem onto there, and then let's just see if we could have a flower or anything. So I'm thinking maybe this one. Actually, I think either of these would be okay. Let's try this one. Okay. Like I say, I'm not sure how long I've been filming for now. But yeah, maybe we'll just do one more after this. Because I feel like now where I'm getting quite hungry, I'm beginning to flag a little. Yeah, just flagging a bit. And then once you start flagging, you know, your stuff starts deteriorating, I find. Well, I find that. You maybe don't, but yeah, I do. Right, what do we think? I'm not sure that that's the right butterfly, actually. I thought that was going to look great, but yeah, not sure. Let's put that there. Let's just see what other butterfly I've got. Okay. Could have that one, I guess. Let's try one of these. I'm just going to check just before I do that. Or maybe this pink. Oh, or maybe that pink, actually. Right, let's just take all of these. Oh, this is a tough decision. Got this horrible feeling I'm going to have to actually cut all of these out and try them all. That would be annoying. I'm sorry. I do apologise for having to be cutting out more stuff on video. I know, just, yeah, probably not the most exciting thing, but as Rachel over at Roxy Creations would say, I need to audition some extra bits. You know, you can't just go for the first one you try, you know, because it might just be the wrong one. Let's try that. Oh, that's quite pretty. Yeah, I'm going to just go with that one, I think. So, actually, I'm just going to, yeah, I'm just going to backtrack on that and just, we'll try this one. Because I want to really make sure it is the right one. Just before I commit to it. Oh, I might not be able to even do a second one. Second one? You know, the next one. Because maybe I'm like losing the will to live now. Out of hunger, so. Because I'm losing the ability to speak. To be honest, I think that's what happens more than the ability to craft, is you just lose the ability to speak. Yeah. Right, let's try that. Okay, which one do we like the best? Yeah, this one, isn't it? Yeah. But it was definitely worth checking because, to be honest, you just couldn't really tell. So, you know, I'd hate to make the wrong decision and then regret it. Okay, so that's that one. Right, let's just quickly see if we can do one more. Okay, right. I'll do just this one here. So, absolutely gorgeous. Again, just ink around. I mean, to be honest, you don't have to ink everything. You know, talking of Rachel over at Roxy Creations, I mean, she inks very little. You know, I hardly ever have even seen her ink anything. And it always looks amazing. Right, I've just checked the time, and to be honest, I don't think there is going to be time to do one more thing. So unfortunately, this is now several days later, and I have to confess, I've now mislaid all the items that we made. I've obviously gathered them all up and put them in with my ready-made ephemera, so I now can no longer find any of the bits that we did decorate. So I've just got this one, which I'm pretty sure we did decorate, but the rest is now, you know, floating around in my ephemera box, and yeah, just a mystery where it's all gone. So I do apologise for that, but yes, I hope that you've got some inspiration from the video somewhere, and that you have fun if you decide to decorate some of your mass-made items. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm so sorry for the abrupt ending, and yeah, thanks very much, and I'd really appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks then. Bye.